Hi, this is Aaron. Um, my voice is pretty low today, and I'm loving it. I know I look like I'm on something. I'm not. I swear. I'm tired, and I just drank 2 cups of coffee, so my voice is low. Um, Mainly because I have done 2 takes on this so far, so I've been babbling for like 20 minutes, um, trying to find something, but my camera's doing some weird shit and it's pissing me off, and I'm sorry for the language this morning, but it's annoying, and like I said, I'm tired and caffeinated with little patience, so or less patience than 20 minutes ago. So the topic for this is I have kind of 2 things I wanted to talk about, or actually 3 things. One, I want to kind of keep on topic so before my camera cuts out on me again. I don't want to babble too much, and I'm already babbled for a minute. Yay. So, first thing I wanted to talk about after I coughed my lungs out is I found a new word which kind of describes me a little bit more or helps describe me or whatever. The word is Neutrois or Neutrois. I'm assuming it's pronounced this way. It looks French and it sounds amazing. I actually haven't heard it being said, so I don't know. But it looks like the word toi, so like neutral, like Neutrois. So it looks. I'm going to assume that's how it's pronounced. And if I'm wrong, tell me. I need a video response saying, Aaron, shut the fuck up. That's not how it's pronounced. So you do that, and I would love to know. And I haven't done research on it yet. I just wanted to remember the word. But I had, and this kind of goes into my next number 2 is online. There was a group I found on Tumblr where you could be, you could either get a mentor or you can be the mentee. And I set myself up. I made a little 5-minute profile thing saying here's my name, here's my gender identity, here's my sexuality, and here's how I'm gay, and here's how I'm queer, and I would like to be a mentor. That's pretty much what I did. And then they put under my tag cause I put gender neutral, but they put that in the tag for neutral or whatever. They put that on my tag, which I'm assuming is the same thing as gender neutral or agendered. But I'm going to assume that, and I'm going to probably be wrong. But I would love to learn more about how these words, gender neutral, gender queer, neutral, or neutral, I don't know, and agendered are either the same or slightly different. So they sound similar or the same, but they might be their own community all by themselves. So they could all be the same thing or mean somewhat the same thing, but I want to figure that out. So anyway, that's where the word came from. So 1 and 2 knocked them out. So number 3, I am having, and it could be because I'm caffeinated, but I'm gonna take it. Um, Lately I've been feeling very good about myself. Like I'm not like thinking, oh yeah, I'm the shit and I'm hot and popular or whatever. But I haven't been feeling down about myself, and that I'm gonna take that. So, um, I I I've been feeling very happy about my body hair. It happens, whatever. Lately I have a little bit of hair on my chin. I'm not gonna do a close up, but it's a very small hair, and you can see it if you were close up. And I'm like, part of me wants to like just shave my chin, even though there's nothing there, just so that more things come and grow. And I think that's partly how the chops came down. So, or that's, I know that's how the mustache got thicker. For that, that it was because I kept shaving it, and it's like, fuck. And at first I was like, I hated it, but now I don't. I love it. I love my mustache, and right now I have like a really long kind of hair right there, and so I like to kind of just sit there and indeed, yes, quite, little I don't know, and so I feel really good about that. I've purposely let the hair on my chin grow. I may trim it down because look, it's over here. No, it's over here. Okay, it's it's getting a little out of control, pretty much. Looking kind of scuzzy. but I like it. I really do. And so if I can, I used to kind of trim it down so it kind of trim, trace my face a little bit, trailed down my face, and made kind of a little, I don't know, so kind of a slight L design on my face. Um, so I'm starting to go a slight, you know, right under my lip, right there, which I'm really excited about. So so there's that. So I'm having good gender days, and I'm excited because in the next 6 weeks or so, there's gonna be Pride. I'm not sure where that's at or when it's at, but it's gonna happen, and I'm gonna be there. I'm actually looking forward to Tacoma's Pride because last summer was amazing. It was so much fun, and I just had a blast all day and into the night. And it was amazing. It wasn't like uberly like crazy hellish, and which is why I liked it. It was big for what I thought it was gonna be, but it was smaller than what I've seen before, and I liked that because it was smaller, but it was still a big celebration. And I went to a bar and had some beers and a few Jello shots. It was awesome. Danced for a little bit, just hung out and went home at about 9:30 because buses were weird and I was kind of far away, but that's okay. This year, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something, and it's gonna be awesome. So. Um, I think that's it. It's going to be one of the more shorter videos, which shorter means 7 minutes or less, hopefully. But I'm going to do some more research on Neutrios or whatever the word is, and Agendered and um, what was the other word? Gender neutral, Agendered, Neutrios. Um, there was one more. What was it? Oh shit! I forgot what it was. I have to go back to the beginning of this video. So I'm going to look those words up and look those terms up and ask people in the gender neutral tag on Tumblr, because that's where I live now. And I'm going to just kind of, um, and I'm going to see what the differences are. And I will probably report back. And I hope, you know, I get to be somewhat of a mentor. I don't want to really be like, here's how it is and stuff like that. But I do want to be somebody who's like, here's what I've been through. Here's what I know for sure. And this is what you can try, maybe. I don't want to tell somebody what to do, just I want to tell somebody, these are what I've been through, this is what happened to me, and I'm doing okay right now. And things will get better even from where I'm standing. And I have it pretty good right now where I'm at. I'm not in danger of being bullied or anything like that as far as I know. And I'm big enough to beat them down anyway, possibly. Um, self-defense, whatever. Okay, so I lied about the 7 minutes, and probably I'm gonna babble for another two. But anyway, the I want to be able to say, here's where I've been, here's where I'm plan to go, but things change or whatever. But here's where I've been, and here's where I plan to go. Here's where I want my life to be, and I'm hoping that in the end of it, this big climb. But I'm even where I'm standing now, I'm stronger for it mentally and emotionally, and I think that and I know that I'm hoping that it'll be the same for somebody else. And but mostly I just want to be someone that some people can look at and say, hey, I'm not the only one, or hey, this person feels a lot like me, even though they're slightly different than I am. So that's mostly what I want to do is kind of be, maybe give some links out saying, okay, well here's some terms, or here's some what other people are doing. Here's like where you might be able to find binders. Here's where you might be able to find whatever packing for packing. I don't know what they're called. I don't like the word penis, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So the packing silicone penises for packing. I don't know. And I actually thought about doing that, but uh, I'm still immature about that. So, but yeah, I just want to be somebody who can help, and to mostly just not feel kind of how I felt back then when I didn't know much, um, about that there was a word for it and that that word applied to me. So I'm going to end this because it's 10-minute mark coming up. I knew I was going to do it. So you all have a good day, evening, morning, whenever you see this, if you even watch this. And um, I guess that's it. Bye.